What is going on YouTube? We are back with another video. Today we are in the 240. We are in the parking garage, and I need to get the 240 about a mile that way to get to the garage so I can work on it tomorrow. So today I think I'm gonna look at some wiring shit and try to diagnose why it's not starting with the key. Because if I can figure that out, then I'm set to drive over there by myself. Right now, my only way of starting it is hot wiring a wire from the starter to the battery, which it's not running great right now. And if it dies on the way over there, I'm cooked. So it is time to dig around in this mess of interior wiring and see what we can figure out. I'll let you guys know what I find. Alright, couldn't figure out the wiring thing. Just gonna drive to the garage. Couldn't figure out how to get it going, so we're gonna hot wire the starter again. My brake fluid was empty, so that's good. Hopefully I have brakes. If not, I'll use the e-brake, but we'll see. Okay, we made it into a parking space. The whole reason I was trying to get to the garage is because I'm doing spark plugs, plug wires, injectors, and fuel filter to try and stop getting it to run like shit. But it's still running like shit, and I couldn't make it 20 yards down the road. So we're gonna need to get a tow to the garage tomorrow, unfortunately. I mean, it has spark. We checked for spark. It has fuel pressure at the rail. I can hear it. Like, I don't understand why it's not running good. But I'm going to change all that shit tomorrow, and hopefully it fixes it. I'm wondering if it's this air filter I put on, because when I was running it before and it ran okay, I didn't have the air filter on. So I'm wondering if this is like restricting it, like it's not getting enough airflow. So I might try to take that off. So yeah, 240 troubles. Tomorrow we will see if I can get this thing running. I'd at least like it to run and drive like a car. Like, it's so aggravating. Because it didn't start easy, but it started, and then it died. So, not good. Alright, so the first half of that video was recorded on Monday. I ended up getting a tow back to the garage, and it turns out I ordered the wrong injectors. So today is Friday. I ordered the right injectors, and they just came in. So we're gonna go pick them up and put them in and see if we can get it running.
Like, this is something that's huge, dude. That's huge, and like, what the fuck?
It's a nice color.
Thanks.
It's the fuel filter. Nice and orange. Nice and rusty.
It's Facebook.
Alright, so we're back in the garage. Current date, 1 week past the start of this video. If you saw the last clip of the fuel filter, it was coming out straight rust colored. So now we are going to pull the gas tank and drain all the fuel out of it and hopefully clean the gas tank. We got the car up on the jacks already. So let's get to it. Alright, gas tank is out, and from the looks of it, we're missing hardware here. So it's safe to say that it's leaking from up top there. I was thinking it might be the filler neck, but I think the filler neck looks okay. Because you would see gas stains like this. What it looks like, it's leaking out of there down the front of the tank. Alright, so I pulled the hanger. One thing is, I found my reason for the gas leak was there's no O-ring here. There's supposed to be an O-ring that seals this,
there's also leaking out of these holes because someone put self-tappers in there because they didn't have the right screws. So that's wonderful. And then we pulled the pump, the hanger, and as you can see, clogged right up. So this is the reason we're getting fuel starvation, is it literally can't suck fuel through this. So I think I'm going to try and get a replacement sock and call it a day. Throw everything back in. I am going to drain the tank and try and clean some of the... Let me get a wipe. Try and clean some of the shit out of it, because you guys keep seeing there. The sides, the walls of the tank look okay, but if you look down in the bottom, you can see all that crud built up in there. So, gonna figure that out. I'm gonna drain the tank first. Yeah. Okay, back from the auto parts store. I got a new sock. Replaced this one. It's a little bigger than the other one, but I think it'll work. I also got some hose and buckets. Drain the tank. So we're gonna do that right now. That should be pretty interesting, and we'll see how it goes. All right, attempt 1 did not go well. I got a bunch of gas in my mouth and it didn't keep flowing. So, time to try something else. We got it. That's not good. Turns out the balance points changes when you drain the gas out of the tank. Who knew? Okay, attempt 2. Gas tank is now on jack stands and the jack in the middle. There's probably a good chance it still falls over, but we'll hope for the best. I realized I forgot the video. You can see in there, hold on. There's like fuel sludge, like the tank isn't rusty, there's just sludge. So I am putting gas in and shaking it around and trying to clean out this sludge. Review find of the day. Some nice coiled brake lines. Someone did not want to make a straight line, I guess. That's interesting. I also have a brake line leaking over here. You can see the nice puddle of brake fluid. So, yeah, that's interesting that someone did that. I can tell that someone did that because there is a zip tie right here. It's not even tight, actually. So that's wonderful, knowing that I'm not really getting rear brakes. All right, day 3. We are back in the garage. Ordered some parts last night. 1 day shipping on Amazon. We got a new O-ring seal for the gas tank right here. I also put brake fluid in it because I'm leaking brake fluid for some reason, and found out I have a leaking brake line last night. So today we are going to be learning how to make brake lines. So that should be interesting. Right now, let me show you guys the tank after I let it sit overnight. It actually looks really good. So you can see in there, like there's a little dirt in there still. So I might try and slosh it around a little bit more, but all the gunk is gone. There's literally just some big specks left. I guess there's a little gunk right there, but honestly, I'm probably just gonna blow this out with an air gun and send it. I also need to blow out the fuel lines, because if I don't blow out the fuel lines, then there's still gonna be bad gas in it. So I'm gonna disconnect it at the filter and blow all the way out back to get all that gunk out. Yeah, that's about it. I guess we'll get to it. Right now the tank is looking pretty clean. I'm just trying to pick up, oh, there's more debris right there. I'm using shop towels and I'm just wiping it to try and pick up that last bit of debris, and then I'm gonna throw it back in. Fuel lines are blown out. That's all cleaned and put back together up front. I need to just put the tank back in. Right now, I am replacing the brake line that goes to the rear axle all the way up front to right down in there. It was leaking, so I gotta replace it. Never done it before, but I learned how to do a crimp on the end, and it looks good, and we're gonna send it. So I need to run all of this. I think it's only about 10 feet, but I have 25 feet, so I have shit to spare if I walk up. So, gonna get to it. Here's what we're working with. Screwing the new line in there, and then I gotta bend it to go all the way and follow these black lines all the way up to the front. Having a little issue getting it to sit all the way down. I gotta bend it a little better, but I'll give you guys an update when I'm done. Alright, I'm sorry for the bad lighting. I'm walking back to the Purvis and the garage. It's currently 3:15 in the morning. Got the new brake line in. Got the gas tank back in. That was a pain. Honestly, it should be good to go. Just needs gas and the rear brakes bled. I'm so exhausted. I was there for 12, 13, 15 hours. So that was fun. I had 2 peanut butter tortilla wraps and some raspberries this morning. So I need to go back, take a shower, and eat some food. But I will update you guys tomorrow on how it goes when I bleed the brakes and put gas in it and see if it actually runs. Alright, day 5, working on the 240. So I bled the brakes yesterday, and I went to go put the wheel back on, and I found this. Watch the wheel when I press on it. That right there is a very bad wheel bearing. That wheel is not supposed to move. So we're replacing the wheel bearing, and I'm praying that it starts and runs after I replace the wheel. I mean, obviously I could start it now, but I have to replace the wheel bearing anyway. So I'm going to replace the wheel bearing and then pray that it starts and drives okay enough to get me home, because I really want to go home. We'll see. I hope you can see the deterioration of my mental state throughout these videos, because I'm so dead. Alright, so as you can see here, I got all the brake shit taken off, and this is the wheel bearing is in here. This is the hub, and as you can see, it's kind of hard to see on camera. Oh my god, fucking 3 hours later, we finally have this shit off. I absolutely murdered this brake shield, but whatever. Now I need to try and figure out how to press the bearing out. Put the new bearing in.
without fucking shit up. So, time to go to YouTube. Alright, another update. We got the wheel bearing out, which is good. I have the new one ready to go in. The only problem is, if you can see that, this piece right here did not come out. That piece stayed in there. As you can see, we're missing a piece. If you were curious what was causing that, oh, that heat gun's hot. That's right. If you're curious what was causing that inch of play, that little movement transfers to like an inch of play on the wheel, which is insane. So now I got to figure out how to get this off. What I did for this part was I gave it some heat and then I tapped down on the top with a hammer, and it managed to get it out without destroying the thing. But I had this part gripped in the vise, and I can't get a good grip on this in the vise, so I'm pretty fucked right now. Yeah, pretty fucked. After many hours of trying to cut it, trying to grind this shit down, we're back to heat. I got it to come out about halfway. I literally just heated it and then fucking hit it with the chisel and hammered. I'm gonna do another, like, I literally heated it for 15 minutes because this heat gun sucks and we don't have blowtorch. So I'm gonna do another 15 minutes of heat. We'll try again. 5 excruciating hours later. I think it's probably hot as fuck. Yeah. We have success. It's going. We got the thing off. Let's go. Now, time to reassemble. I'm hitting my second wind. It's currently 3:30 in the morning. Plan is hopefully get everything put back together, move the car outside, go take a nap, drive home later. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up in my kitchen because I forgot to close it out last night. Wheel bearing. Sorry. I was up really late working on the car last night. Wheel bearing is in. The car does drive. The rear shocks are completely blown out, so I will not be driving it home for spring break. I will be staying here. As you can see out the window, there's a 240 in the parking lot. I did drive it like a mile, it's probably like a mile here. It was probably the scariest 5 minutes of my life. So, yeah, the car's pretty awesome. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you like these kinds of videos. I'm trying it out because I'm doing work, and it's a little different from the sim videos. So let me know what you think. Have a good one, guys.